Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, September the 9th. I'm Ali Velshi. Rescuers are racing to locate and recover any remaining survivors from the deadly earthquake that shook Marrakesh and its environs late last night. At least 1,037 people are confirmed dead. More than 1,000 others are injured following a rare 6.8 magnitude earthquake. It hit late Friday night in the province of Al Haouz, which is approximately 40 miles from the historic city of Marrakesh. That was the epicenter. Video shows severe damage from the villages in the Atlas Mountains all the way to Marrakesh. Buildings are toppled throughout the city. Rescuers are struggling to reach the remote villages that have been hit the hardest. This is the first earthquake of this magnitude to hit this area in more than 100 years. I want to get right to my colleague, NBC News foreign correspondent Matt Bradley. Matt, what do we know about the rescue efforts underway? We're still in the early hours, which means while they're finding more bodies, they could also find more survivors.
That's right. I mean, when I was here in Turkey back in February and there was a devastating twin earthquakes here that killed tens of thousands of people, and wow, we really hope the numbers don't go up to that level. There were people who were being dragged out of wreckage 5-6 days afterwards, and that's something that we're hoping we could see in Morocco outside of Marrakesh. As you mentioned, this was a 6.8 earthquake on the Richter scale, and as you said, this is the strongest they felt in 123 years, that according to the U.S. Geological Survey. So what we're seeing now are a really coordinated rescue effort between local authorities and the Moroccan military, trying to get out, as you mentioned, to some of these more remote areas. But this is going to be a struggle because, they haven't actually officially, the government of Morocco, asked for any foreign assistance. Though we've heard the United States and France have offered assistance if it's accepted by the Moroccan government, and also the Red Cross, the World Health Organization have said that they would pitch in, but so far the Moroccans have not actually formally asked for any assistance. I think that in the coming days we're going to start to see the real magnitude of this earthquake starting to take shape as we see rescue workers taking not just survivors but dead bodies out of the earthquake. And that's what we saw here in Turkey back in February when the numbers really started to tick up, when they started pulling people out. And that's why we're going to start to see these numbers going up. You mentioned that it's now over 1,000. It was just a couple of hours ago that it was 800, and in a couple of hours before that it was at 600. When I woke up this morning, it was very low. And honestly, Ali, I think we're going to start to see these horrifying numbers increasing as the week goes on. Ali?
Let me just ask you something, because you've covered earthquakes before, including in Turkey. In major cities, buildings are built with a good mix of concrete and usually rebar, the steel bars, metal bars that go through a building. Some of these places where this earthquake hit are very old, and the construction does not have metal in it.
Yeah, well, so there's two sides to this, right? And we were talking about this today, actually, Ali. Here in Turkey, and I'm actually in Turkey right now, a lot of those buildings were shoddy construction, but they still were reinforced concrete. They were recently built. A lot of them, and this was a scandal here in Turkey, were built very hastily, very cheaply, as part of a building boom that was overseen by President Erdogan here. In Morocco, it's a totally different story because we're talking about some buildings that were built maybe centuries ago, but they're low-rise. They're 1 or 2 floors. They're not skyscrapers. Well, they weren't really skyscrapers here, but they were at least high-rise buildings that collapsed. So yes, it's rudimentary materials in Morocco, but the buildings, especially in the mountains and in the rural areas, they aren't nearly as high. Now, how that plays out in terms of the devastation, in terms of the death toll and the injury toll, we're going to have to wait and see. Ali?
All right. Matt, thanks very much. We'll continue to come back to you. NBC's Matt Bradley for us covering the earthquake in Morocco.